Thanks for joining us on the John Mendola Show. We're driven by McCarthy Tire and Automotive Centers. Let's talk Wilkes University men's basketball. Alec Wizar, the senior, joining us right now. Well, Alec, first up, congratulations. 1,000 points in your career. You did it in a game where it mattered. You guys pulled off a great game and a couple of overtimes against FDU Florham. Let's first talk about scoring your 1,000th career point.
Yeah, John, thanks for having me on. I appreciate it. And, 1,000 points. It's just kind of something that I hadn't really thought about the first couple of years. You just kind of go out every single game and try to play the best that you can and hope for wins. And eventually the totals came to where they are now, and it's pretty cool. It's a huge honor, and I'm happy to be here. And
that milestone of being the 30th Colonel to do it, that's something that it'll be easy to remember for you.
Yeah, definitely. It's nice to have that round number.
Talk about your players. You got a lot of freshmen with this group. You and Steve Stravinsky's been together for a few years, a couple other seniors with you guys, but there's really a nice group of freshmen that have come in, and I think you guys kind of have taken them under your wings and showed them a little bit about what it's like to play college basketball.
Yeah, definitely. The freshmen, all six of them are very, very talented, and I'm very excited for their future in the program. And obviously, myself, Steve Stravinsky, Paul Pillai, and Devin Dunn, the other three seniors, have kind of done our best to show them the ropes. But at the same time, they've taught us a lot about the game too. Like going up against them in practice every day, they bring a whole new level of energy and athleticism and talent to the program. So it's really been a pleasure both ways.
Alec, let's talk a little bit about you coming into Wilkes as a freshman, the guys that were there in the program then, and then it was Jerry Rickrode. But in talking to your new coaches, he missed the last 2 years. He said, hey, I got to see Alec play in high school. What was that like in your transition when you first came to Wilkes?
In first coming to Wilkes, obviously, Coach Metz said he had seen me play. He was recruiting a point guard ahead of me at my high school, Trey Blanding, to actually go play at Hobart University, where he used to coach. And then upon coming into Wilkes University, and I played 2 years with Jerry Rickrode, like you said, and I learned a lot from the upperclassmen there. And then when Coach Metz came in, it was nice that he already kind of had an idea of who I was and the kind of game that I played. So, it was kind of a nice jump start to our careers.
Alec, let's go back to those high school days and play, and tell us about where you come from and what it was like, and then coming to Wilkes University and what that has opened up for you as far as your next level, which is going to be a professional career.
My high school days were spent in Anvil, Cleona. It's a little town near Hershey, Pennsylvania, and I played under Coach Mark Lineball for my first 3 years, and then Coach Justin Edwards for the last one. Really enjoyed my time there. Had a lot of coaches who helped mold me into the player I am today. A lot of early Saturday mornings going in, them taking times out of their lives to help me get shots up and rebound for me. So very grateful from where I came, and I think that they've helped to teach me a lot of values along the way that I will take with me into my professional career upon graduation in May.
And your family is such a big part of your life, and boy, they don't mind taking that trip up 81 and seeing you play, or traveling somewhere to watch you on the road either. Talk about your family.
Yeah, I mean, whether it's a home game at Wilkes, or they have to travel through the snow to St. John Fisher and stay overnight at a hotel, they're up for everything. They're very supportive. My mom, my dad, and my brother make their way to just about every single game. Good game or bad game, they're always there at the end waiting for me with extended arms. So it's always been a pleasure. I know some people don't have that luxury, and fortunately I do.
And being able to get hot like you guys did against FDU Florham, I mean, that was pretty good to get out to that lead, and things were working well. And then they started to hit some shots against you guys, and some circus ones from three-point land at the end. But the free throw line for you, you're able to ice it there.
Yeah, I mean, the nice thing for us as a team is we have so many guys who can shoot well that if one or two of us are off, hopefully the other couple are hot between myself, Steve, Connor Evans, Marcus Robinson, definitely pose a large threat from the outside. And then, I just, at the end of the game, I stepped up to the line and I just tried to forget about the situation and imagine myself in the practice gym like I do every day, shooting free throws. So it worked out for us well, and looking forward to Kings on Wednesday.
Alec, Kings College, here we go. Great rivalry, a pretty talented team. They have a lot of local talent. But I think on paper you guys kind of, different teams, but I think you guys match up pretty evenly. Talk about what you're looking forward to go against the Monarchs.
Yeah, I have a lot of buddies who play for the Kings team, and it's really a blast. We all look forward to it every year. I always say to my parents that if we were to go 2-23 on the season with 2 wins against Kings, it wouldn't be that bad of a year. So obviously we don't need any extra motivation for this game. It's there. So I'm sure it'll be a packed house. So I can't wait to suit up Wednesday night.
And Alec, let's talk about your future endeavors. You said you're going to graduate in May. Talk about your plans. What are you thinking about?
I think I'm going to go immediately back to school for a master's in business administration. The location that I'll be attending is still TBD, but Wilkes University is obviously a choice. But yeah.
Any coaching in your future? Because you kind of carry yourself like a coach. Is that something you think about at all?
Absolutely, yeah. I think about it every day. I know it's a very, very competitive job field, and I realize that. But that's definitely something that I'll always keep in mind. I'll always have love for the game of basketball, and if I could make a career out of it, that would be very ideal.
Well, Alec, congratulations on your 1,000th career point there at Wilkes University, and I know you guys want to try to make a push towards the playoffs, so we're rooting for you there as well.
Awesome. Hey, thank you very much, John.
Senior Alec Wizar for the Wilkes University Colonels here on the John Mendola Show. We are driven by McCarthy Tire and Automotive Centers.